I have 5 key takeaways that I have for traveling. Whether you're traveling alone, with others, anything. Like, these are the 5 keys to traveling that you need to keep in mind when you're going on a trip. What's up, guys? My name is Luke, aka the Bowtie Guy or the High Five Guy. I was the Bowtie Guy, now I'm becoming the High Five Guy. So, either way, I'm all about sharing joy, sharing smile, and sharing about travel advice. It's what I enjoy doing, it's what I like to do, and I like to share about these cultures and things with you. And so, this past summer, I went on a nationwide road trip of the United States, 80 days out of the back of my car, 17,000 miles, 35 states. It was ridiculous. Did over 1,000 different destinations and things. It was ridiculous. But I got a couple of questions. People always ask me, like, how do you, like, what should I know when I go on a road trip? Like, what do you have any advice, any kind of things? And I have 5 key takeaways that I have for traveling. Whether you're traveling alone, with others, anything. Like, these are the 5 keys to traveling that you need to keep in mind when you're going on a trip. I've made a flyer for it. It's on my website, so if you want to download this as well, you can go to my website. I'll put a link below. You can go straight to my website, and it'll show you exactly this. You can download it and look at it as a reference sheet, whatever you want. But these are all in order of most important. So, number 1, guys, I learned this kind of the hard way, not really, but always ask, okay? This trip that I went on this past summer, it was meant to be a $10,000 trip. After a couple weeks, realized, maybe I could have a pitch, and like my marketing side came out in me, and I was like, hey, well, what if I went up and I was like, hey, my name is Luke, I'm going on a road trip, this is Dave, whatever, I'm sharing on social media, writing reviews, like, would you give me free admission or a free meal or something like that? And you know what? 99% of the time, people said yes, and so I took that $10,000 trip and turned it into a $2,000 trip. Most of that was spent on gas. Everything else was pretty much free. I mean, some big organizations you can't get through, like national parks and like big chains and stuff like that. It's not as easy to get free stuff. But I got everything from free pizza at Domino's to free museum entrances all over the United States. I got free private surf lessons in California. Like, it was ridiculous. So that's one thing you guys can do. And I mean, even if it comes to like asking for directions or things like that, I mean, nobody knows where everything is, okay? Asking is not a big deal. Just think about it like this. If you don't ask, you'll never know the answer, and you'll have that lingering thought over your head, like, what if I did ask? I could have saved all this time looking for something, crazy stuff like that. But number 1 is just the most important. If you want to know more stories about why, just reach out to me. I can tell you 100 reasons why it's not smart to never ask. Like, you always need to ask. I don't know how I can emphasize that enough. Just always ask. Okay, number 2, when in doubt, go for it. So if you're thinking about, like, should I go do this, or should I go this way, should I drive this path, or whatever, like, especially when you're out on an adventure, if you're doing a road trip where you're just trying to adventure out there, like, kind of goes along with the don't be afraid to ask, like, go for it. I mean, what can you have to lose? I mean, really, like, if it's deciding between you want to go the more scenic route that takes a little bit longer, or if you want to go the more direct route that's all highway, like, I mean, really, you're on a road trip to adventure. Like, it's not about the fastest route, it's about enjoying it. So when in doubt, guys, just always go for it. Same thing with museums, things like that. Like, if you're not sure if you'd be interested in it, it never hurts to go. You go, you find out that you don't like it, and then you learn in the future that, hey, I don't like really art museums, so I'm not going to go to any more art museums, or this museum wasn't really that great. And then you can share that with people and help people out. Like, I mean, that's what I really value, is like, I did all these things, and there were lots of things I didn't enjoy doing, but after I did them, I realized, hey, now I can tell somebody, if you like art, then this is a great museum, but if you don't, then don't go, because I didn't really enjoy it. Number 3, guys, say hi to all. That goes along with kind of like the first 2, actually. It's funny, these all kind of go along each other, but you never know who you'll meet. I mean, these people could be somebody who gives you a place to stay, somebody who could help you out with things to do. I mean, I personally did it because I wanted to learn about people, I want to learn about culture, I want to learn about the different personalities that there are out there, and that's why I would always talk to people. And I met some crazy people. Like, I met people who were from my hometown when I was all the way in California. I met people who were from other states who I was going to, and they told me things to do, told me things not to do. That was a big thing. They told me things I should not waste my time on, waste my money on, stuff like that, which was really helpful. But you never know who you can meet. Like, sometimes you'll meet, I actually found somebody who offered me a job while I was on my trip. Like, that was just, it was kind of funny, it was ridiculous, because I do graduate in December, but like, I never would have thought that I would have been recruited for a job while on a nationwide road trip. It was so funny. So, number 4, step outside your comfort zone. Like, there is a certain limit. I mean, I'm not trying to make anybody anxious or anything like that, but like for me, I'm a very organized, structured individual. So like, I made a video about how I planned this whole trip, and like I wanted to do this, this, and this. And after I kind of started off, I was like, I want to step outside my comfort zone. I want to change who I am, give myself a new perspective on life. And so I decided to kind of throw a lot of that out the door and say, this is the city I'm going to. These are the things I want to do, but I'm open to anything, and I'm just going to go with the flow. And so that just goes along with that thing. Step outside your comfort zone. Whatever you enjoy doing, whatever you normally do. If you usually go on vacation and you go to the beach and you go straight to the beach and you hang out there, I mean, I'm not saying don't go do that. Do that for some time, but step outside your comfort zone. Do something different, because you will have a brand new mindset. Like, this whole trip changed my mindset. It was ridiculous. So definitely do that, and there's no real way for me to prove that to you, that you'll have a different mindset, except for you to try it. And it never hurts to try, guys. So just try it out sometime. Do something different, and you will see you will be thinking completely differently, and your mind will be open to new opportunities. Last but not least, okay, do the free stuff. A lot of times people think that free stuff means that it's not of good quality, it's like not important, but no. The free stuff a lot of times can be amazing, okay? The free stuff comes from people who volunteer, people who have it invested in them to help out others. And so I went on a fabulous walking tour that was free. It's done by volunteers in Chicago. It was an amazing tour, guys, and it was free. And I would have, initially my first thought would have been like, it's a free tour, it's probably just walk you here and say this and that and whatever. But no, this lady, she loves to volunteer, that's why she does it. And she was really invested in the city, and she really wanted to share everything. She answered all of our questions. It was amazing. So a lot of the free stuff, like, and for example, also in Europe, there's a lot of free walking tours. They're fabulous tours. I mean, especially when you go from country to country, or even state to state in the United States, like, based on the different like culture and stuff like that, things are expected to be free, or things aren't expected to be free. And so you can't really judge the quality of something by whether it's free or not, or how much it costs. Like, maybe when it comes to software or something like that, but really, price cannot tell you how great something is. You really have to go and experience. And so that's why I say, first of all, you're not hurting your wallet or anything. It's free, so there's no reason not to. And worst case scenario, you just know it's not that great of a tour, and you can tell people, or you can say, it's an amazing tour, and you learn a lot, and you'll find out what to do for the rest of your day. So with that being said, there's all kinds of different takeaways, but these are the top 5. They are available on my website so that you don't forget, and that way you can make sure that you keep in mind these things so that you can be successful. Also, with that being said, please do like this video. Sorry, I had a little mind blank there. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be sharing tons of more tips and tricks from my trip, as well as sharing. I've made like a video for each day of my trip. I saved all my Snapchats, so I made a video for each one, giving you tips, tricks, advice, things to do in each of the places, and giving you a little taste of the places. So definitely do check those out and share them on social media as well. I would really appreciate it. I'm all about trying to just reach more faces to help more people out. So if you could please share these videos, subscribe to my channel, like my videos. Those 2 last ones are really important because it helps me get to more of you guys if you're not aware of that. And then also check me out on my other social media, because I'm going to be sharing about all the stuff I go and do this winter. This winter I'm doing the same thing I did this summer, but I'm doing it in Europe. So with that being said, guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely hit me up on social media. I would love to talk with you guys. If you guys need some travel advice, I'm all for it. Just let me know. I'll help you out. Other than that, have a great day, guys, and I will catch you later.